Intensive discussions and exchange, meetings, presentations and innovations. And a brilliant restart. That was INTERGEO 2021. And with that, welcome to the last INTERGEO TV news edition from the exhibition halls in Hannover. For 3 days, INTERGEO showed how much visitors, exhibitors and speakers appreciate personal encounters. And visitors from all over the world were connected via the INTERGEO digital platform. So the mix of face-to-face and the extension of the event to the web has been well received. And here in the INTERGEO TV news studio, my colleague Günter Knappe, the news team and I met numerous guests and industry heads over the course of the 3 days to discuss exciting topics and interviews from the geospatial world.
I really have to admit that I'm very glad to be in Hannover on site. It's a great experience.
Ich muss sagen, ich bin sehr positiv überrascht von dem, was man hier sieht. Die Aussteller sind wieder zurück.
Ich bin froh, dass wir endlich wieder live dabei sein können auf der weltgrößten Vermessermesse.
To me, as I'm participating in INTERGEO and Geodatendag since 1991, which is or 1992 in Hamburg. It's quite a while. I've been at every.
Wir sehen wirklich Licht am Ende des Tunnels.
Die Eindrücke sind sehr positiv. Wir haben endlich wieder unser Netzwerk.
To me it's the 10th INTERGEO.
The 10th, okay, it's anniversary as well.
Die Stimmung ist positiv. Ich habe mit vielen sehr zufriedenen Ausstellern gesprochen. Der Blick geht nach vorne und das ist eigentlich das, was zählt, das Signal an die Branche. Wir sind noch da und es geht wieder aufwärts.
I was really missing this because it was always the event in the year where we met people, talked to people, which we usually don't meet during the year.
We had pretty good meetings already. So we had meetings pre-arranged, which was great, but we had always traffic on the booth.
It's like a family, and if you don't see the family for a while, it's not that nice.
Wir haben neue Technologien wie Machine Learning, wie Cloud Computing, aber auch Big Data Analytics.
All the megatrends that we have, climate, health.
Modernste Visualisierungsmethoden wie Augmented Reality, Virtual Reality oder auch Mixed Reality.
All of them have geospatial data in mind and in their application, and they have to be linked in order to get to the decision makers.
We definitely see much more awareness, definitely more awareness around BIM, but about digitization in the construction sector as such. That's good.
Inspiration for a smarter world is, let's say, setting the guideline for the next decade. It's really a strong topic we have to work with.
We also see that the market and the supply chain is now starting to build the capacity to deliver projects in BIM, etc. So we see more and more people adopting new technologies and new processes.
Inspiration means that we need to get a mindset to understand and to do all the things. And then, of course, we have to talk about the smarter world. Smartness is technology.
We are known for innovation, and that innovation spirit is deeply entrenched in our organization.
On the one hand, but it also affects our life in society, in public and professional life.
As passionate as Heinrich Wild has been 100 years ago, we are heading towards a more autonomous future. And what does it mean? We are really trying to utilize the data.
And also, and that's personally, I think that's really important, that we now see a wider adoption of digital technologies, not only in design and construction, but also now in operation and maintenance. So what we call the whole life cycle of an asset, that's now slowly starting to happen. So that's all the positive things that I'm seeing.
Joining me in the studio now is Daniel Katzer, project manager of INTERGEO. And Daniel, 3 days ago we met here for the opening and you formulated your expectations for the restart of INTERGEO. So what do you think? Were these expectations fulfilled?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, we've seen it in the summarize in the videos right now, and there's so many inspirations. People could touch the instruments, they could see the softwares, they can chat to each other, they talk to each other, and that is something that we get as a feedback from the exhibitors, or when I'm circling around. I'm just a little bit tired right now. Last year when we were digital, it was quite difficult and different to this what we had this year. I'm tired with all the talks that took place during the last 3 days, and that's quite important. And we have this platform brought back within the restart of INTERGEO 2021.
So you talked to all the exhibitors and partners. What's the feedback?
Well, the expectation was different than the past years than we had in totally, right? But finally, they are fine. They fulfilled their needs and their wishes to talk to each other, to chat to each other, and have the opportunity to meet persons in persons. Yes, for sure, the digital platform was there, and there was also some conversation taking place here. But nevertheless, they love to meet the persons here on the ground, and that's something specific for the ongoing process within next year, for instance.
Daniel, now 3 days are over, lying behind us, and the new concept was hybrid. And yeah, what's your personal conclusion of this new concept and of this new era of INTERGEO?
Well, the thing is, within hybrid, we could reach still audiences somewhere out over the world, right? This was something we started in 2020 when it was only possibility to do so. But finally, we met this person here on the ground. The hybrid concept fulfilled in the conversions and the impressions and the clicks that they make on this world. But once again, people were keen on focusing on meet in person. And yes, it will be a remaining part of INTERGEO at all, to go hybrid, to transfer confirmation, to get confirmations from the audiences, and to bring them to life and bring them back again to the show.
Daniel, we were here directly face to the rebooking booth of INTERGEO, and yeah, after INTERGEO is also before the next INTERGEO. So what's next?
What's next? Essen is coming up next, and we will be in October next year in Essen for sure. And yes, the rebooking stand is quite opposite here, and I'm just looking around because it was handled by a colleague of mine, because I was circling around all the days, and they just give me a feedback on this, that more than 50 to 60 companies already signed up for next year in Essen, and that is something specific, because sometimes it's different to handle this, right? To get feedback, such kind of positive feedbacks, and even companies that couldn't be here, they just give us a ring or leave us an email and said, hey, we love to be with you next year in Essen. And within this, the hybrid concept fully was functional, and finally leads these companies to come back again, and maybe also wider than we have done this and seen this here on the ground.
Perfect, Daniel, good job. I think it was a real success, the restart of INTERGEO 2021. It was real fun accompanying this with our INTERGEO TV studio. So thanks to you and the INTERGEO TV team.
Thank you very much.
And the INTERGEO Expo team, of course. And we have some impressions. If you want to watch now the new movie, we have impressions, the highlights of INTERGEO 2021. Enjoy. So the Innovations Award 21 is presented by the Wichmann Verlag for the 9th time. So product innovations in the categories hardware and software are honored. The award was presented here at INTERGEO, and my colleague Caroline Karnevale was there.
Danke, Denise. Ja, wir waren heute unterwegs mit dem Wichmann Verlag, denn dieser hat zum 9. Mal im Rahmen der INTERGEO den Wichmann Innovations Award verliehen. Verlagschef Gerold Ohlbrich hat die Gewinner am Stand überrascht.
Der Wichmann Innovations Award wird seit 2012 verliehen. Das ist eine ideale Möglichkeit für die teilnehmenden Firmen auf der INTERGEO, ihre Produkte zu highlighten, ihre Innovationen vorzustellen. Und seit 2017 gibt es diesen Wichmann Innovations Award in 2 Kategorien, nämlich einmal in der Kategorie Hardware und dann in der Kategorie Software. In der Kategorie Hardware hat die Firma Riegel den Preis gewonnen und in der Kategorie Software die Firma Diba Technology.
Ja, es freut uns sehr, dass wir den Wichmann Innovations Award bekommen haben für den ersten Platz in der Kategorie Hardware, speziell Fuchs 120. Da ist viel Zeit und viel Entwicklung hineingeflossen in das Gerät und eben für UAV-Plattformen mit einem geringen Gewicht und doch den sehr hohen Leistungsdaten und hohen Präzision glauben wir, dass wir ein sehr gutes Produkt am Markt haben. Und das Feedback ist von der Community gekommen und es freut uns sehr, dass wir den ersten Platz haben.
Also wir freuen uns sehr, dass wir den Wichmann Innovations Award bekommen haben dieses Jahr. Als junges Unternehmen ist uns das eine große Ehre. Ich nehme den gerne entgegen in Vertretung unseres Teams. Auch dem möchte ich Danke sagen. Wir haben eine künstliche Geointelligenz geschaffen, die Informationen, Erkenntnisse aus den Luftbildern und Satellitenbildern zieht. Und wir sind da sehr, sehr innovativ mit unserem Team unterwegs und freuen uns natürlich, dass das gewürdigt wurde dieses Jahr und bedanken uns, dass wir hier sein dürfen und eine schöne Messe verlebt haben.
Das war's vom Wichmann Innovations Award und jetzt zurück zu dir, Denise.
Thank you, Caro, and congratulations to the winners. So the theme of INTERGEO is inspiration for a smarter world. And this motto also set the standard for the meetings, presentations and exchange on site. For a long time it was unclear whether we would be able to meet under the conditions of the pandemic. But the restart was successful. And this is what you have said about it. Here are our exhibitors and visitors of INTERGEO 21 with their feedback.
Thank you, Denise. I'm here in the middle of the trade fair and will now ask some exhibitors about their impressions.
We are happy to come back to INTERGEO after 2 years physically, so it's a real pleasure.
It was very successful. We had a lot of nice contacts with visitors and also exhibitors.
I think it has been excellent, very, very good.
It has been busy, especially in the morning, and a lot of good people have come to see us, so it's been enjoyable. Good to be back on the road.
The first days here were quite nice because the people were very happy here to be in public after the whole Corona crisis, we have to say.
But even though COVID restrictions have played a somewhat negative role, we still met a lot of people. We made very good new contacts. So for future development, we are overall very satisfied.
And it was interesting to see about the applications and also how the past years sort of changed the world. And we also adapted and sort of see increase in needs for our technology and for the fast mapping. So it's great to be here. Thank you.
Yeah, I pretty liked the whole vibe here on INTERGEO. Everyone is like very friendly and everyone looks for a good communication and good work together.
And it's also easier and better if you can actually show people the equipment and they can touch it and turn, twist and turn. This is something which is missed if you have web meetings. And also I think the major feeling is that we actually can meet again, person to person. That's the biggest value.
Thanks a lot to INTERGEO for having us, and hope to see you guys next year for another adventure.
Godt at være tilbage på INTERGEO. Håber at se jer igen næste år.
INTERGEO 2021 година беше много добро. Ще ви очакваме и следващата година в есен.
Dobrý den, zdravíme vás ze stánku Geoslam na INTERGEO výstavě v Hannoveru a je nám tady s vámi moc dobře a zdravíme vás i do České republiky.
Alors pour moi, je peux dire que la foire est très bien et très informative et je serai sûr que je reviendrai l'année prochaine.
INTERGEO har varit väldigt bra så här långt. Vi kommer få en fantastiskt bra dag imorgon och nästa år när vi ses igen så blir det ännu bättre.
Dobrý deň, tento rok na INTERGEO bolo skvelé a tešíme sa na vás ďalší rok. Ďakujeme.
Fi'n falch iawn i bod yma yn INTERGEO blwyddyn hyn. Fi'n credu yn yw'r tro gyntaf mae Cymraeg wedi bod wedi cael ei siarad yma. So, falch iawn i bod yma. Diolch yn fawr.
Мы встретили на INTERGEO множество интересных людей. Надеемся, что в Эссене будет еще больше. Привет из России.
Jak محفل مثل بسیار پر کوالیتی بود و خوش هستیم به دیگه سال
با خوشی خود را ببینیم. 2022 بخیر.
Un placer estar en INTERGEO 2021 y esperamos verlos el próximo año.
And now, back to you, Denise.
Thank you very much, Helen. I counted more than 10 different languages who said thanks to INTERGEO and looking forward to meet you again. Perfect. So the kickoff of INTERGEO Hybrid has shown digitization creates added value. That is why the international geo community will meet in Essen next October, in October 22, and of course, digitally worldwide on the INTERGEO platform. So thank you very much for a wonderful restart in Hannover. Goodbye and see you soon.